I've been avoiding this for a while, but honestly, I just can't do it anymore. I'm gonna sit here and talk about isekai. Hold on, why'd you exit full screen? Where are you going? Alright, look. They have hundreds of anime that get released each year, and quite frankly, most people just can't keep up with them all. Especially when so many of them are all just the same darn genre. Oh my god! I know! But a few months back, I found an anime that I could safely assume was an isekai due to the observation that the title was not actually a title, but instead a fun fact, which read, Dating Sim. The world of otome games is, well, tough for mobs. Green screen edit weird but true book in background. Pretty standard title for an isekai. See? It's now crossing into sentence territory. So let's see what it's about.
I've completed all of your bike modifications. Will you still try to win after being threatened by that categoric hunk?
Hey! That's not Doki Doki Literature Club! Wait, hold on, let me check. That makes sense. Yeah, I get that dating sims tend to have mini-games and all, but I think this may be drifting further from the dating and closer to just the sim part of things. From the first episode, the main character plays a dating sim and is just like, yo! What the heck is this? Dies and gets his soul snatched up at that very place. Now, this all sounds perfectly regular for the casual isekai, which... is that really a good thing? But here's where it gets spicy. The main character gets isekai'd and isn't overpowered. Yet. Because you know how these things seem to go. This isekai surpasses the stupidity level of most, and I love it. So here's the basic rundown. Guy needs 100% a dating sim because in simplest terms, his sister is a little smooth-talking menace, dude. So he finishes, calls the game
freaking bonkers!
Dies on a flight of stairs. Then the game turns around and says,
are you sure about that?
And now he needs 100% the game again. Now we're in a dungeon. Now we're fighting with giant robots. Now we're having floating bike tournaments. Oh, but yeah, we can't forget about the sky pirates. Watching this anime was like rolling a dice. You never knew if the next thing you'd get would be Lucky Charms or Marshmallow Maybes. Just for clarification, I still ate them both. I never liked mecha anime before this point, and it didn't take the smoothest animation or the deepest story in the world to make me actually find it tolerable enough to watch. Well, even more confusing anime like Darling of the Franxx. Thank you! In fact, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is only the second isekai I've watched more than once. And I'd say that's probably because of its unique nature. We generally tend to dislike isekai because so many of them follow the same idea of an overpowered generic protagonist that for some reason just gets all the girls, man. Then by episode 3, you know exactly what the remaining 9 episodes are gonna be like. These are the Marshmallow Maybes. And I still eat them up. So the isekai that even slightly differ from this formula get rewarded. And by now, I shouldn't need to tell you that Trapped in a Dating Sim, well, if you haven't noticed, it's pretty darn different. Earlier, I listed only the events that took place. I hadn't even touched on the soundtrack or voice actors for the dub version, especially the protagonist. The animation almost isn't enough to capture the wide array of emotions you can hear in his voice. And as for the soundtrack, you heard it for yourself. Oh, and also one more thing. I said the animation almost wasn't enough to capture the expression that you'll hear in some of these voices, but I never said it was bad. I'm sure that we could all agree that, well, not the best, but look, no CG. That often. When I think back to everything that happened, the word stupid is what comes to mind. But it's that stuff I call stupidity that makes this anime so easy to rewatch. This man wakes up in a new world, and then just sits there. For like 10 years doing absolutely nothing. Or maybe I should pull you into the time where he tried to raise up the queen of the kingdom, who was married. Still not enough? Oh, maybe you're more into
stop! Get your hands off him!
They have so many reasons to love this series. It doesn't feel like the creators were just trying to pocket some cash, as random as it is. The people making this anime, or I guess I should give props to the manga, were clearly having fun with the story. Is the isekai different? Lots of common tropes still exist, but it's different enough. Is it worth a watch? Definitely. Is it the best isekai? Alright, now let's not be too hasty here. But anyway, that's all. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm off.